innovation, creativity, young inventors providing technological solutions.
Makurdi, Benue State is where our second project is coming from. Ichor Joshua and Orya Joseph are both representing Benue Innovators Academy, Makurdi, Benue State, with a project titled Cellular Irrigation System. This project has a system which allows a farmer to control the process of irrigation with his cell phone. The system has a water producer and also has incorporated on it a solar inverter for power supply. Joshua and Joseph, take it away.
The cellular irrigation system is a system that has been designed to produce its own water through the use of the JJ-activated carbon condenser. The alphabets in the name of the condenser represent the developers of this project, Joshua and Joseph. And now this project also gives the farmer the opportunity to either choose whether the supply of water or the irrigation of his farm will be controlled through his cell phone or through the automated system. This is the control panel or the control circuit, and it is connected to the vegetronic sensor. So when the vegetronic sensor senses the fall in the moisture level of the soil, it sends the signals to the control panel. Now the control panel amplifies the signals and automatically commands the pump inside the reservoir to turn on. And when the pump turns on, it supplies water to the farm. Now, when the water rises or gets to the level where it can cause damage or leaching to the crop, the vegetronic sensor also performs another function by sensing that the water has risen above normal, and also it sends back signals and commands the circuit as well to off or stop the irrigation process. The second alternative that has been provided for the farmer is the use of his cell phone to control the entire irrigation process. Now, the farmer just needs to send electromagnetic signals to the control circuit in form of a phone call. It also interests you to know that this system is solely powered by solar. We invested time in developing a surgeless solar inverter that can power this system once there is sunlight. Because if you come to our state, you see that most farmers engage in wet season agriculture, neglecting the dry season agriculture. Why does this happen? This is because during the dry season, there's a little moisture content in the atmosphere, or there's a little amount of water where they can get in doing crop production. But with the aid of this system, they can use the JJ-activated carbon condenser to produce the water, which can aid crop production all year round, even in the dry season. When the farmer makes his call or send electromagnetic signals in form of a call to the system, it responds to him and automatically turns on the supply of water or the irrigation process. So I'm going to call the number, this is the program number for this system. So I'm going to call the number and you see that it turns on the system. So now I'm going to dial the system. I'm going to send electromagnetic signals in form of a phone call that will trigger on the irrigation process. So here I go. So as the call is going, you see that the water is coming out, it's irrigating automatically. So the sensor now, when it senses that the volume of water supplied is okay for the crop, or it's going to a level where it can cause flooding or leaching, automatically it has turned off the system so that the water level will be in a good condition. The water is produced through the condensation, through the molasses process, as I said. Now, when it condenses, you can see that if you touch this, as the condensation process is taking place, you touch the condenser now, you see that it's very, very hot. Because in the process, increase in temperature, the condensation is taking place. So after it condenses, it now sends it down to the reservoir.
And the higher the temperature, the higher the production of water. And then the bigger the size of the condenser, the bigger the production of water too.
Brought in a theorem. We postulated a theorem. We call it the JJ theorem of activated carbon condensation. So now, The theorem states that the volume of water which is condensed into the reservoir is directly proportional to the size of the condenser or the pipe piece.
Yes. The reason we decided to use a mobile phone is a device that is easily accessible and available to the farmers. Even an illiterate farmer can operate a cell phone through making of cell phone calls. So we decided to use this as to ease the stress they go through in operating their irrigation machines. We can convince this to the government because one, a farmer that produces tomato, for instance, may have many farms that he needs to work on, and if the farmer is engaged in dry season farming, you know that sometimes the product may get ripe and it needs sales, which the farmer needs to take to the market, and same time needs to stay back at this farm to operate his irrigation system. But with this, the farmer would have to move and leave the farm, take the product that is ready for sales down to the market, and having in mind that he can still interact with his or her farm through his cell phone. This will boost agricultural production, thereby increasing production which will aid exportation of products from the country, which will add value to the GDP, the gross domestic product of the country, and also create employment because engineers that are going to be installing this will be employed. The telecom services will send people that will need to make these installations. This project is cost effective. As you can see it here, everything we got here is sourced locally from our rubber. We know we have a plastic producing industry in Benue State where you can purchase this. The glass can be sourced from a building materials shop. This formal material here can be gotten from a furniture making shop which we use, and everything. A cell phone. Cell phones are now cheap that we can get a cell phone of 1,500 naira. So everything that costs us in the building and production of this project is just 3,000 naira.
Innovation, creativity, young inventors providing technological solutions.